What's up? From the great Steve-O to all of Rutgers, just walked in. The great Tim Pernetti, athletic director at Rutgers, regular guest on the Artie Lange show. And look what he has there. Explain this. It's my face.
I'm behind the great Artie Lange big head.
That's actually actual size of my head.
This is actually you.
Okay, now let me. This was one of the most touching things ever. We're sitting here, and Nick happened to be here. Nick Ferroni's here, Rutgers grad, and you guys are playing, a home game, Rutgers. We have it on television, and I see mine in your head.
Right next to each other.
Right next
Just
to
like
each other.
this, except it's the real heads.
Now, what happened? You tweeted out a picture and...
We always take our ceremonial picture after the show.
Sure, absolutely.
I tweeted it out, and our students took it upon themselves to make a big head.
They made big heads of me.
They have several of me. Like, they have a mad one, a happy one. So
you must be like a god over there. What you've done with that program.
And the thing is, our student section, it's our players, our coach, me, Barack Obama, the guy from Home, the kid from Home Alone, and you.
Wow, yeah.
So you've arrived.
From Barack Obama to me, boy, you're going down a lot.
Yeah, but the students wanted you. They made an extra one, so this is a prop. This is for your
Dude,
set.
that is going right behind me.
Yeah, we're going to leave it here for you.
I'm very in the Rutgers hat. One of my most prized possessions.
I mean, it was the perfect moment to make an Artie big head.
It keeps you warm. Now, you got all the guys here. I got to say, I've gotten to know the Rutgers family a little bit, and everybody really, man, takes care of their own.
It's Jersey. That's what we do.
No, it is. It's like charity stuff. Everybody's always together and hanging out. So explain what's going on here.
I think that's the coolest part of what we do is, tomorrow night, Brian Leonard, one of our great Rutgers football players, he's involved with a group called Embrace Kids, which helps kids with cancer. And he's got this Rally at the Alley event. And, it's over at the Chelsea Piers. It's a bowling event. A lot of our Rutgers supporters come out. All of our guys that compete in the NFL come back out to support Brian.
It's so cool to
awesome.
see like real athletes, like NFL guys bowling.
Yeah, I tell you too, some of them it looks easier than it is. Some of them can't bowl. Like Ray Rice can run for 2,000 yards, but the bowling, I mean, who knows? We'll see.
It's funny because you got the guys in the best shape on the planet, but bowling is a sport where a guy with a huge beer gut could be better than them.
It's true, and the guys with the huge beer guts, that's where they spend all their free time. Is in the bowling alley. So.
Yeah, Rally at the Alley.
Rally at the Alley. It's tomorrow night. It's a great event. Brian has helped over the last 3 or 4 years, to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for pediatric cancer.
Yeah, and that's amazing. That's about as good as a cause can get.
It is. And you know what, guys? And we spent some time earlier before with some of the guys over there that are competing in the NFL. It's a busy lifestyle, and everybody's pulling you in a million different directions. But what I love about our guys at Rutgers is they always find time for a good cause.
Sure.
And when it's time to support one of their guys, like I was just writing, we're leaving a little bag in the rooms at the hotel for our guys, some snacks and drinks and stuff, and I wrote a note for everybody. I mean, I got carpal tunnel. I must have wrote 30 notes. All these guys are coming back to support Brian.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and the tragic story that's turned into a positive message. Really, Eric LeGrand.
Yeah, sure.
Became paralyzed again. A cause that's sort of close to my heart because my father, the last 4 years of his life, was a quadriplegic. Boy, that kid, especially. I went to a charity event last summer that Nick took me to, a comedy event down at the Stress Factory by the university, and. Just to see the camaraderie with everybody. You're talking about a kid, in a tough situation, but he was surrounded by his old teammates, and he seemed happy. And that was something my father never had. Like when he was hurt, he always had a faraway look in his eyes, and I didn't see that in Eric because he was surrounded by this family. It's nice, man.
And you know what, Eric is? He's as unique as an individual as you're ever going to be.
Yeah.
And he really believes that thing. I was 5 feet away when that hit happened, and he was paralyzed.
Right.
But he really believes this happened to him for a reason, that he's going to get up, he's going to walk, he's going to inspire people. And
that would be unreal.
It would be unreal. But we point to him all the time. Like, I'll have a kid come in my office from the soccer team and say, "Oh, Mr. Pernetti, I'm having the worst day." I'm like, "Have you met Eric LeGrand?"
Exactly.
Here's a kid who can't move, was injured, but it's all about, hey, life is a gift. And I'm going to figure out a way to figure this thing out. And I spoke to his mom today, who's got to be the toughest lady in the world. It was her birthday, so I called to talk to her. And, how are things going? You hear Eric yelling in the background, "Come on, Mom, we got to go. I got an appearance. I got to talk here. I got to do this speech there." He's
into it.
He's a miracle, and he's an inspiration.
Well, I got that out of him too, and I said that to him when I met him at the Stress Factory. I said, watching my old man go through this, it was rough, but to see the attitude, just seeing the attitude alone helps you.
Yeah.
And it does make you stop whining about stuff.
Yeah, seriously. I even use it with my own kids.
Sure.
My 11-year-old said, "Oh, Dad, I got basketball practice, then I got to go to lacrosse, and I'm not going to have time to check my, my bracket online." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like,
bracket
"Do you have any idea what goes on in people's lives. Like, get yourself out of your bubble and see what goes on.
Kids are growing up a bracket on